Our next guest is Leo Ocampo, who is based in Bulacan but has operations in, seem to me, like remote areas of the Philippines. He is a fast-growing mid-sized company, and he serves small, mid-sized companies around the world. People often say, forget about the call center business, it's now only for big companies. Forget it. Companies like Leo's are really leading the path and focusing on these small and mid-sized companies that the big companies can't or won't support. So doing fantastic business. So an interesting story of real development and creating opportunities for Philippines. Please welcome Leo Ocampo of 3S Offshoring and Outsourcing. Glad to have you, Leo.
Hi, Richard. Hi, everybody. So yes, my name is Leo. I am the president and CEO of 3S Offshoring and Outsourcing. So I vividly remember day one where we actually started in a very small room. I remembered we have two agents in that room. And with just having two agents, we actually were able to build up from that small campaign to where we are at right now. Currently, we have 300 strong workforce, and we support primarily businesses which are startups, smaller businesses located in the United States of America. So these are the businesses that are actually not able to outsource to the bigger players. They were telling us their frustration that because they can only actually outsource to up to 10 agents, then there's actually not much of an interest coming from this big companies or outsourcing businesses. So here we are helping clients like them to actually address their needs, and we act like their standard arm to ensure that the needs that they actually outsource to us will be able to be catered properly. So at the moment, we are growing. Our clients are very happy. We are now opening our third location in Pili in Camarines Sur. Richard, you're correct. It's actually a suburb part of that particular province. We have 400 stations there. In Bulacan, we have 375 workstations, which is 90% occupied. Because most of our clients are very happy, what they do is they recommend us to their friends who actually has plans to also set up their business, or if they have friends who already has an existing business, smaller ones, that would actually like to start, say, with one or ad hoc projects, we would go ahead and assess them. We would let them feel that they are actually not a small fish in a big ocean, where in fact in our company they are the bigger fish. We have no clients from the Fortune 500 to 1,000 companies in the US, but we are proud to say that we have 30 clients who are smaller ones and actually able to also realize their growth potential because they're partner with us. So what's make us great actually is to be able to serve our clients and not go into the pricing war. We are the company that actually is able to make this startup businesses, SMEs in the US to actually hit their sales targets, because we are able to assist them to streamline their processes, identifying which are the problems that we actually need to mitigate or whatever we need to revise. We have projects where we started with voice projects, then we actually are able to form that particular business and add additional lines of business that would include email support, chat support, and even social media through the use of Facebook. So we will actually continue to, build and innovate on our experience to ensure that we continue to help our clients for them to actually realize that when they outsource to a partner like us was also not pretty much very big, they are able to realize their commercial objectives because we provide more flexible resources that links the costs that they actually pay to results. Um, a lot of our employees at the moment, they have been with us for 5 to 8 years already. They have a lot of offers from other companies to transfer to them, but they opted to stay with me. They have grown from agents to directors now in my company. Actually, I don't hire external forces to start as a leader in my business, in my company. Everybody has to start as an agent. They have to, ensure that they understand the culture that we have because we are a startup. It's pretty much not a very much easy path to start. We don't really have like perfect streamlined processes. We always adjust, we always listen to what our people would say to make them happy, and we implement that. Us being a smaller player, we provide the complete benefits that our employees would also be able to find in the bigger players. So we ensure that they are covered in terms of their health insurance. We have HMOs. All of the government statutory benefits are provided to them, and our rate, in fact, is very, very competitive. 60% of our current population is non-voice. So what it means to the economy is that even those who are not able to speak very good English would have the chance and the opportunity to work with us because they don't really need to speak English, but to work in using different technologies and channels in order to communicate to our clients. And these are somehow templated. So even if they are just high school graduate, they are welcome, and they are able to actually get decent job and be paid very well as well to help their family to provide food to the table as well.
Now, Leo, a few years ago, I remember everybody telling me that forget about being an entrepreneur in the call center business. It's a big company game now. And yet you have shown otherwise. What do you think? So the focus is on these startups and small companies. Is that a growing area, do you think, long term?
Yes, it is. It's definitely a growing area which is being snubbed by the bigger players because they are smaller fish and they don't want to work with companies whom they feel they would spend the same level of time by acquiring big clients as well. So say they would have a telco for 200 seats and one company would just outsource two agents. They don't want that. They will definitely not take that kind of business to their company. And so we step in. We help this kind of businesses to realize that those two numbers would definitely also grow in the next coming months or so. Everything starts from small. We have, as I said earlier, we have a client that we started only with two. Now we are at 50. So that actually proves that we start small. We realize all of the opportunities, all of the ways and channels to actually grow their business. We talk to them. We listen to their customers. The feedback would be discussed during our business governance reviews, and we create products, services from those opportunities.
Bravo. Yeah, that was kind of a leading question, actually, Leo, because what I understand, and this is the biggest opportunity, is this small, and I bet you soon you're going to be dealing with mid-sized companies as well. And it's all greenfield. They haven't done anything, so you're not trying to, you're not in a price war and these kinds of problems. you're really working with people, like you said, and building relationships. Leo, getting customers, you mentioned that it's kind of word of mouth.
True.
Is it really that easy though?
To be honest, we have to, Richard, to be honest, we have to prove our worth. So when we have our first two to
Yes.
three clients, so we really worked hard to show them that we are the right partner for them and we will definitely be able to deliver. So it's sleepless nights, as you
Yeah.
know, we work at night, we sleep at day, the stress, the deliverables, the reports, the demand, the people demand, the client demands. There's so many things that we have to do, we have to address. But you just have to really believe to your people. You hire them, you train them, you let them grow. You just have to make sure that they do understand their role, the objectives that we are actually trying to achieve, and be very transparent to them where they are at versus the target. What are the metrics or the SLAs that they are doing good? So bravo. What are those that they are being challenged with? And so we sit down together, we talked about it, we discussed the room for growth or for the improvement, and yeah, they definitely would improve. And we are very transparent to our clients as well that this are the part where we need to change because this is not effective anymore. We have to insert this kind of tool because we believe that we will be able to automate other processes, so we don't need to actually hire more people. So your cost will not go up, but the results will definitely triple or quadruple. That's how we do it.
Okay, so fantastic. And it's lucky you have a good personality, Leo, and very transparent, like you said. It's so important to really talk with people as people build relationships and, tell them the truth. If you're having trouble, tell them you're having trouble, but you're trying to improve. So well done, Leo. Really a good story. So what's next, do you think? Are you going to get into other areas of services? Do you have plans for other regions to start up, or what do you think is ahead?
The plan, so last year, before we end the last year, we already talked about the expansion plans. So we would actually be going to those areas that are not they're suburb, they're far flung,
Yeah.
there's really not much of an opportunity there. So that's our plan to expand there.
Okay.
We also have investors coming in, so they would actually help us realize those plans in the next coming months and years.
Is that right? Okay, so that's a new, that'll be a different world for you. Okay, well, Leo, best of work. Just a wonderful, decent fellow, and it's so good to see you doing well, Leo. Really a pleasure to have you part of the event.
Thank you so much, Richard. I hope the story will be able to inspire the audience for them to realize that yes, entrepreneurship, owning a business definitely is very scary. It's very risky. You get sick because you don't sleep very much. You use your own resources. You use your own money. You check your bank account and you see it's depleting. It's very
Yes.
scary. But by the end of the day, when you look at your employees, they are actually working really, really hard. That they are telling you they'll be with you so long as that you need them. They are happy with the company that they actually work for. You'll be motivated, and whatever it is that you invested, you'll get your RO very, very soon, very,
Yeah.
very soon. You just really have to love and be very committed and passionate to what you do. There would be a lot of roadblocks. You will cry, you will be frustrated, you will gain weight or
Yes.
you will lose weight because you cannot really focus with your health anymore. And there's not much of a family time anymore because even in weekends, even in your dreams, you are working. But it's
Yeah.
just temporary because you will definitely reap the rewards in the next coming years or so. The same as what happened with
Absolutely.
us. we struggled at the beginning, but here we are. We are getting stronger. We are almost 8 years in the operations. We are tripling our headcounts. We are doubling, tripling our clients year by year. So it's like
Fantastic.
that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just a fantastic story, Leo. Okay. Keep up the great work and thanks again.
Thank you, Richard.